Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody? Can you see the goats? Can you see? Can you hear me? Yes, says Chris. Awesome. Yes, says Beth. Yay! Maybe we'll have a connection for a little bit. It's not real hot yet. I mean, it's hot. I'm sweating to death, but I'm also working out here, so that's why. But at least it ain't in almost 100 already. Good morning, Trula. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, honey. I haven't been able to get the goats out of the barn yet, guys. They just stand there and look at me. I'm standing out here all by myself. Here I am. This is their pasture. Nobody's out here. I'm standing out here going, come on. But you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but the grass is soaking wet. And their little feet, they don't want to get their precious little feet wet. That's what they say. They're like, nah, we're going to stay in here in our nice swept castle that Mama takes care of us because she just likes to do that. She loves to sweet poop all day. Oh, gosh, I really don't mind it. It's kind of funny, but it's like taking care of your children. You just do it and you don't even care. You get tired, but you still just do it. You don't really, um, I don't know, you don't really say, I don't want to do this no more. You just do it. So let me see if I can get a few more faces on camera. Hello, my friend. There's my precious herd queen sitting up there on the table. Yes, they are. Girls, you want to come out here with me? Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad it's helping you with whatever your needs are. It is good stuff. So, guys, if you was on my 10-minute show last week, I just wanted to give you an update. So, if you was wondering how we did, because many of you showed up for the 10-minute Dollar Holla, and we sold 56 items in 10 minutes. I was pretty ecstatic over that, guys. Oh, here's Sonny. He hears me talking, so he's got to come and say hi to everybody. Say hello. Say hello. Yes. And there's Sadie. Say hello. No, you guys, you've been in the mud. No, no. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. They are full of energy, guys. They are full of their self. And Sadie is a mud lover. So she goes and rolls in it. She goes and rolls in it. She's a mess. Sonny, I'm not playing. Not playing, buddy. Not playing. They have learned to sit for their treats. Sonny is way better than Sadie. See, I said sit, and he's like, oh, okay. Do I get a treat? But then if you don't give him a treat, Sadie, she gonna lick my hand because she thought if I said that word, that means we're getting a treat. But if you don't give them a treat, they pretty much just are like, okay, let's jump on her. There's Chevelle. But yes, guys, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for showing up for that 10 minutes. See how many items you can sell. aren't they? Aren't they something? They are about to wear this old lady out, I'm telling you. But they're pretty good puppies. They're huge. But I was pretty ecstatic over 56 items. Now, I will tell you, we didn't even get in the top 10 with that. We, the top person, I think it was 126 is what she sold in the 10 minutes. Now, I missed her show because I couldn't sit on there all day and watch every 10-minute show. So I'm not sure, how she did it, what she did. But kudos to her because that's just dang amazing. I mean, that is so amazing, guys. But I am super proud that all my friends was there and we sold 56 items in 10 minutes. That is moving, guys. That's about as fast as I can move. And I love it and I would do it again. So if they invite me, we'll be doing it again. You guys got a lot of cute little products and some good stuff. And I had fun for 10 minutes, couldn't breathe afterwards because I talked so fast. Oh, it is. It's like an hour and a half in work that you scram into 10 minutes and it's like so I'm excited. I'm excited. We'll do it again. And I was just more excited that all my friends was there and they was supporting. That just shows how much you guys care about supporting your favorite sellers on Whatnot, which is just amazing to me. So many good friends here. Sonny, please, please, Sonny, please, Sonny. Oh, he's a mess, guys. So let's see what we got. We're changing goats coming to the door. A different one keeps walking up, looking outside to see what's happening. That's little Tilly right there. She is full grown. She's a little thing that is as big as she's going to get. So she's just little. I know. I know, Trula. I wish he was here to give it to him. He's driving me nuts. I can't do anything. He wants me to lay down on the ground and just be tackled. And it's so wet and nasty and muddy. No, no, these are all girls here. All girls. No, Sonny. 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 No. You know you don't go in there. We don't go in there unless it's storming or something. You know, that's a good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. That's a goat house. You got your own barn. Yeah, you got your own barn. Yeah. Nope, honey. Actually, I usually will shave the girls because all goats get beards. Now, there's a few that just naturally won't grow them, kind of like, girls in general. Some are hairier than others, you know what I mean? And some, don't have hairy legs, and some look like a bear. So that's kind of how it is with the goats. Some of them have big beards, some have hardly nothing. So typically, good girl, Sadie. Good girl. So typically, I will shave the girls because I don't like my girls to have beards. But I've been so busy this summer that I have only done it once and they're already growing back out and I just need to take a day and go through and shave them. Just because it's a problem that bothers me. It's not a problem in any other way. It's just like you think, "Oh, them are boys. They got beards," because boys have beards. Girls do not. So I like to shave it off. It's kind of the same way with little boys when their parents let their hair grow down to their waist. I'm like, "Oh, is that a little girl? No, that's my son." Oh, okay then. I have a little nephew like that, and he's got beautiful blonde hair, and it's just perfect curls, and he looks like a little girl because they just won't cut his hair. So my goats are Nigerian dwarf. About 3/4 of our herd is registered. They all are papered, full bred. Um, we've got probably 10% of our herd now that is retired just because we've had them from the time that we have been in goats and they are retired now. So they'll live their life out here. We would never get rid of them. They helped us grow this farm and what it is today. So they'll live their life right here. And then we have a few that are not papered because some people, want one way and some people want the other way. So we have it both. The dogs are a little bit, these are my new puppies. Sonny, come on. Sonny, there's just not room there for you and sis, buddy. Can you lay on the other step right beside her? Can you? They're getting better about listening and understanding what I'm saying, um, which is what I constantly have to do just to teach them to be a good livestock dog. They do learn from the larger dogs because we have two livestock dogs that we've had almost our whole um, time here at the farm, which is why we had to get two new ones because the others are getting kind of old and tired. These are a mixed breed of my favorite livestock dogs. Sonny, come on. Beth, does he remind you of anybody? I just have to keep telling him, good boy, Sonny, good boy, good girl, Sadie. So their daddy is a mix of Anatolian Shepherd and Great Pyrenees. And you wouldn't be as itchy, Sonny, if you all stay out of the mud holes. And their mom is Turkish Akbash. So that's what their mom is, and that's big. And that's where they're getting their long tails, which is known for speed. I have tried to outrun Sonny in my gator. I mean, I know it's funny, but it's a long way to my house, and I'll drive the gator down here and park out at the road. And when I get ready to go up, I will see how fast I can go because Sonny will come out and do what our adult dog used to do, which is bark and look around and smell to make sure nothing's going to get me when I'm leaving. So they're like guarding the area, barking, clearing the way for me to get to the house, basically. So he'll do that. And then I'll take off, driving to the house, and he's running beside me in the pasture. Sonny, you couldn't be more goofy. You could not be more goofy, boy. Oh my God. So he will run beside me. So every time I try to outrun him, Sonny, what are you doing? You are the goofiest dog. He is so goofy. You are goofy. Yes. Yes, you are. Your sister's just so good and you're so goofy. Yeah. Yeah, he's getting more attention, ain't he, Sadie? Oh my gosh. Sammy, they're something, aren't they? But so anyway, because of the Turkish Akbash in them, they are known for speed. So that's why I try to outrun him because I'm trying to see how fast he can go. And I'm telling you guys, it don't matter how fast I go in that gator. I can't outrun him. I got it flat on the floor going as fast as I could go, and I cannot outrun him. But that's what the long tail is supposed to be about. They are Turkish Akbash is what their mom is, and I'm nice and muddy. Thank you, Sonny. And um, that breed is from Turkey, obviously. And Sonny, please, can you see him on the phone? Can you see, buddy? He's like, I really don't care about anyone except myself. Um, but they're known for speed because of wild cats, like mountain lions and that kind of thing, because that's what they struggle with over there, getting their herds of sheep and goat and that kind of thing. So they develop this breed that can move fast. So that's where part of that goes in. But um, they are good livestock dogs. I wanted to get what I had before, which was the Anatolian Shepherd and Pyrenees mix, because Anatolian Shepherd is more aggressive and Pyrenees is more laid back. So when you mix the two together, you get a really good mannered livestock dog. And I got Roman and Zoe. They're brothers and sisters, and they're 7. And they have been amazing. So when I was looking for the puppies, that's what I was looking for. And then I got the third breed in there, which is the Akbash. And I'm having to learn about these great big old dogs because they're going to be big. They'll be like a Great Dane. They'll be like a Great Dane. I know. They are just looking out the door like I would come out there, but I'm going to get my feet wet, and I can't do that. I just had a manicure. I just can't. So I'm standing out here with my feet wet while they stand in the barn, girls. That's right. I'm standing out here with my feet soaking wet while they are standing in the barn. And I would go in the barn to do the video, but we would lose connection because of the metal barn. So we are getting ready to get internet. It will be August 5th, supposedly, when they are coming to hook us up. They just got our area turned on. It's a fiber internet. Don't know nothing what that means, but they buried the cables out here a year ago, and they're just now turning our section on. So we will be getting some internet. I told him I wanted the highest speed, the biggest, best, all that. So we'll see. And the guy was really nice. I explained to him what I do. I explained to him that I really need the Wi-Fi to work at the barn. Yeah, fiber optic. Um, and he was so nice to explain to me how to do that. So hopefully, one thing at a time. First, we're going to get it working in the house, and then I'm going to get it where it will work my whole property, so that I can be out here doing a video inside the barn or outside the barn or wherever, and it'll work. So that's the goal, but we will take one step at a time. I'll just be excited if we can actually have internet here, because we've lived here almost 40 years and we've never been able to get internet outside of our Verizon phone. So pretty excited about that. And lately it's like I've been struggling with internet connection. If you guys was on my, let's see, what was we doing the other day? We was doing random pull vintage linens. If you was on there, and I had like 80 people on there, so I know you all aren't here because there's only 25 of you. Right in the middle, it shut off. I forgot to plug in my phone, and my phone went dead. So I was about done anyway, but I like to say goodbye, you know. And all of a sudden, the screen went black. And I was like, oh dear, what just happened? Well, my iPad was still on, but it's not the one I started the streaming with. So you cannot just switch it in the middle of your phone disconnecting. So I plugged it in. Well, because it was on zero, I couldn't get it to go back live. It just kept, coming on and going off, coming on and going off. So anyway, the whole group of people had no idea what happened, and we just immediately was gone, and that was that. So hopefully they come back and I can explain. But yeah, 80 people were just on there talking in the chat saying, I think we lost her. I think we lost her. Where did she go? I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My daughter's going to start working for me. I'm a little excited and a little nervous about that, because when you have family working for you, um, it can be great or it can be not so great. And I try to explain to my daughter that when she's working, it's just like any job. Was you, Patty? That's what happened. My phone went dead and I couldn't get anything. That was it. I couldn't get back on to tell you guys. I tried. It wouldn't let me type anything in there because my main line that I started the auction on was dead. And I don't know why I didn't plug it in, because I always do, even if my battery's full, because when you're live, it sucks your battery fast. So I always plug it in. But for some reason, I was in a hurry that day, had a lot going on. I'd already been live with the 10-minute show that morning and went back on and forgot to plug it in. So that's what happened, girls. Yeah, I know. I hated not being able to tell everybody. I wish there was a way that I could like post on my page and say, hey, everybody, all's good. My phone went dead. I'll see you next live or something, but there's no way to do it. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to be sitting there going, what happened? What happened? She's gone. So that's all that happened. So I'll be explaining myself for a week on that. Today we're going to do clothing, guys. So we're having a little visit down here at the barn. It's a good time for you to ask any questions about whatnot or anything that you would like, any of my products, because later today we will be selling clothing. I have an abundance of plus size clothing. Most of them are 1X, extra large, 1X, size 16 through 20. There's a double X thrown in there once in a while. But I just have an abundance of clothes. I don't know why, but I think I was addicted to buying clothes for a while. So I've got an abundance. They're all like new. The ones that was not like new, I just gave away to Salvation Army. So if you would like to get some good buys, we're going to do max shipping. So you can get as many pieces as you want for the 921 shipping, and they'll all be $2 starts. So we'll do that after lunch. After lunch, I'll come in and do it. I got a little bit of shipping to finish this morning to get out, but my daughter is going to start helping with shipping. So I've got to teach her. And if she works out, because I told her, I said, working for someone, when you work for me, it's got to be just like a real job. I can't have you come and talk to me all day and I can't get any work done and you ain't getting any work done and then I hand you money. So you actually have to work. And she's like, oh, I'll pack boxes all day. Okay. So we'll see how it goes. But my friend Robin works on Tuesdays and helps me with, getting inventory and things. And now my daughter's going to help with the packing. So I think with that, I'll be able to go on more and I'll be able to get some stuff done around here that I need to get done, like make more soap, make more lotion, make some other products that I'd like to have time to make because I have to do it all right now. And I don't have time to keep up on my homemade products like I would like to. Did you see Hannah just bite May's rear end? Did you guys get that on camera? Because Hannah, this gold girl right here, literally just put her mouth over on May's rear end and bit her. How do you milk the goats? 5 kitties. I have a machine that milks for me. When I first got goats, my very first milk goat was Trendy, who's sitting up there on her table. That's our herd queen. She's about 12 now. She's retired, but she was the one that taught me how to milk. So she's a pretty amazing girl. And I milked by hand. I Shortly after I got Trendy, are you going to come out now, Hannah? Yeah, baby, come on. Shortly after I got Trendy, I got another milk goat because, one just wasn't enough. And I was milking both of those by hand. Then I got a third one and I was milking all three by hand. Then, shortly after that, I had an accident. I fell out of our barn on the backside, about a 3 foot drop, which isn't a lot, but the way I did it, I had jumped out the side of the barn and my ankle kind of twisted because I hit some ice. And when it did that, it flipped me over onto this cinder block and my shoulder hit it. And it's crushed everything from my elbow to my neck on my one side. And I still don't, I know maybe sometimes y'all are on my show and I say something like, oh, I can't lift that arm. Well, that's because I only really have one arm that works. So sometimes I struggle to hold things. That's why. So after that happened, because I had to have a 7-hour surgery, they had to get 2 ambulances to try to get me out of here because all the bone being crushed in there, they didn't want a bone to move and maybe go to, an organ or something and cause worse trouble and trauma. So it took a lot to just get me out of here. And I had a 7-hour surgery, and they couldn't really repair it the way it needed to be. So I'm thankful, and I can do my everyday life that my arm is there. And from my elbow to my hand, it's fine. So I can use my hand, I can bend my elbow up, I can do all that kind of stuff. But I can't lift my arm, if that makes any sense. So when that accident happened, I know when you ask me a question, guys, I give you the full story. When that accident happened, first of all, I was laid up for 7 months and I couldn't do nothing. So my husband had to try to take care of the goats, and that's a whole different story when he's taking care of them than when I am. So he was doing his best. We had 3 bottle babies that he was having to feed, um, and plus working. You know, he had to go to work every day, so it was a challenge. I mean, I had somebody here taking care of me. I was very ill, and blah blah blah. So afterwards, when I was okay to come back to the barn, I got a machine because I cannot. Oh, no sound. Oh man. You know why? The phone's starting to get hot. Can you guys hear me? Okay. So you probably missed most of my story. Anyway, now I use a machine because I cannot milk with my um, arm. So I only have one arm that'll move forward, to stretch my arm out to milk. So I got the machine, and that's how I milk now. And typically each year I milk about 15 goats. I don't milk everybody. We have a large herd because we love them, not because we want to milk them all. I have a hard time selling them because they're like my babies. I love each and every one of them. Most of the ones we have now were born here. They're my babies. I was with them when they were born. I named them. I cuddled them. I love them. Some of them I bottle fed. Some of them I had to bring back to life. I mean, there's a story everywhere on each one. So that's why we have so many, not because we milk them all. We are trying to downsize a little bit, but that's hard to do. It's almost like, telling to get rid of a child. I don't know how you do it. I can't walk in the barn and decide who to get rid of. So you it is the same process as milking a cow. It is the same process. um, Pretty much the same way. The milk comes out a little different on as far as how you don't pull down. You more or less put the milk inside the teat and then push it out. And a cow you pull down. So it's a little bit different process, but it's the same thing. And the people I know that are milking their cows right now, they have machines because the machines make it so fast. You can just put it on there and bam, bam, you got milk. And it's cleaner. I definitely do, April. I know every one of these girls. Like right now, the black and white one is our retired Maggie. She's been here from the beginning and she's now retired, living out her best life. And beside her, the brown girl is May, that just got bit in the booty. And let's see, the one on the tire right there, they're all being a little crazy fighting this morning because they won't come outside. I know, baby. You're so pretty. That's a good girl. Yes, you are. Such a good girl. Would you like that? That feels pretty good, don't it? Yeah. So the one on the tire is Paisley, and that little girl right there is her daughter. And there's Trendy up there sleeping. And in the doorway over there is Desi. Can you guys still hear me? Because I'm up close to the barn. So let me know if we're having any trouble with the connection. Yeah, okay. Um, so come here, baby. Anybody, come here. Anybody. They're on sleep mode. They're on sleep mode. They could care less about doing anything this morning. This little girl right here is my Iris. Iris, Iris, are you taking a nap? Because your eyes look about half open. It's morning. We just got up, and you all are taking a nap. Did you have a rough night? Huh? Oh, thank you. We love them so much. But you can see, well, I'm not going to get much action out of them. Yeah, this is their life right here. Now, they'll come out after a while. Once the grass gets dry, they'll come out. They'll mosey back there for a while in their trees, and they'll eat on the grass, and then they'll go around front. Actually, Chris, I did raise my kids here. We have lived here. That's why we moved here. But we did not have goats at that time. I had a corporate job at that time, and my husband had a job at that time. We moved here because we wanted to move to a small school district for the kids, and we wanted them to live out on some land so that they could learn different than being in a neighborhood with kids that were not being supervised, if that makes any sense. It's like, what do you say? But it's true. And so we moved out here. Our kids had everything they wanted to have things to do. They played outside with their bikes. They had a go-kart track that they would race each other on. They had um, a ball field. They had a trampoline. They had a big swimming pool. They had dogs and cats, and they had everything. But they did not. We had a garden, but we did not have goats. We just had a big piece of property, and the kids just played out there. They would go in the woods and build them a fort, and all that stuff. So yeah, it was not the same life that we have now, but they did grow up here. We got the goats after our kids moved. It's all been happy times, and they still love it here. My grandkids love it here. My kids love it here. Um, they fight over who's going to live here when we're gone. I'm like, oh my gosh, I worry about who is going to take care of my goats. Is what I worry about. I do have one granddaughter that loves working in a farm. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Are we being ornery in here? Are we being ornery? And she always tells me that she's going to take care of the goats, but I don't know what she's going to do. She may grow up and marry some city guy, and they may live in Kansas City and work in big offices. I don't know. Hi, beautiful. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? That is Lisa. So the only one I still have out here is May. They're getting bored. They're moving around, but that's about it. So, do you guys have any more questions before we get off this morning? I'm gonna finish up the water and go up and finish up my work this morning, and then get ready to come back live with some clothing. So, if you want to shop some clothing, come back. If you don't, any tipping goats? You mean fainting? Yeah. No, we do not have fainters. I'm going to be selling plus size clothing, Sammy. So it's going to be 1X to 2X, all like new, just stuff that I have. I'm definitely not going to be a clothing seller. But I have a lot of clothing right now for various reasons, and I need to get it moved. So I would rather give it to somebody for $2, which is what we're going to do. $2 starts, and max shipping, so reduce shipping, than just throw them away. So, because they're really nice, nice brands, like new, plus size clothing. And we'll be coming on later in the day to do that. And I think I pretty much have a show every day this week, guys. I may get one day off there. I am going to have another vintage Christmas, I think, next week. I am going to be doing my $2 random pull tomorrow. Every Tuesday we have $2 Tuesday, and we do reduced shipping, and we just empty the tote and see what's in there. And I know there's some good stuff in there. Oh, you guys got a couple new goats that come up to say hi. So this one is Amy over here. Every time I put my finger there, it loses focus. The next one in line is Mustang. And the next one in line is her mama, Jill. And then the next one is Lisa. And of course, this is still Maggie. So there they are. They're coming to say, thanks for being here this morning. Thanks for watching the goats. Sorry, it won't be long, guys, and we'll be back out to normal. The weather has been crappy. We've had a lot of storms. The humidity is high. The grass is wet. And May thinks my bug off tastes good because she is licking my legs. Does that taste good, sweetie? Does it taste good? I put my essential oil bug off on this morning, and evidently she thinks that tastes pretty good because goats don't lick you. Goats don't lick you, but they do now, I guess. That's a first for me. That's a first. So, guys, thanks for being here this morning. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for hanging out with us. I don't know what the girls are going to do. Maybe they'll mosey out there, but I doubt it. They'll probably go back and lay down when I head out of here. I'm going to go make sure all waters are full, and then I'm going to head up and go to work. So thanks for coming in. Come back and see me if you like plus size clothes. Otherwise, you're welcome, sweetie. Otherwise, come and see me tomorrow on $2 Tote Tuesday. Um, I don't know the times. You guys will have to. I'm horrible at remembering all that, but I've got a lot going. I got rusty, crusty kitchen pulls this week because I got a lot of that stuff. So we're going to be pulling that out. We got another vintage Christmas coming up next week because I got a lot of Christmas. So we're just going to keep bringing it to you because that's what we do, guys. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Let's go raid somebody and make their morning. Thank you for the goats, sweetie. Thank you for the goats. Let's go raid somebody, make their morning. Let's see who's on. Who's on? Well, Salvage Sweetheart's on doing something this morning, and since she raided me the other day, let's raid her back. Let's go say hi. Give her some goats, guys. Give her some goats, and I'll see you later today or tomorrow.